Module 5, Implementation, Welcoming Place and a Connected Community. This module covers 13 indicators and is organized into 5 parts. Part 1, a welcoming place. Part 2, communication about classroom visits. Part 3, education, teachers working effectively with parents. Part 4, connection, parents and members of the school community. Part 5, school community success and recognition. Part 1, a welcoming place. When schools create a welcoming environment, they turn into places where children are inspired to learn, employees want to work, and every parent and community member feels valued. The indicators for this part on creating a welcoming environment address the training component of a welcoming environment. Office and support staff are trained to make the school a welcoming place for parents. The school team annually conducts a walk through the school, parking lot, and grounds to suggest ways to make the school a more welcoming place. The office staff provides families and visitors with a friendly letter of greeting that explains the school and classroom visit procedures. Signs at all school entrances clearly welcome and guide families and visitors to the main office to sign in. Most of the time, office and support staff are a school's first line of interaction with the community. We know what they say about first impressions, so making sure that parents and school community members immediately feel welcome is a top priority. Let's go straight to the video for these indicators. We have some great ideas to share with you.
And we thought that was really helpful because our school does have a challenge with knowing where visitors need to park and where they go once they get in the school, knowing that they need to get a visitor's pass. So that greeter really helps establish that understanding of, hi, welcome to North Country Union High School and the Career Center. What can we do to help you? Can I walk you to that room? So they're just kind of easing that transition.
We also have a community member who informally mentors a number of students here at the school, and he's actually agreed to also be somebody who maybe stays with the greeter during the day at certain times of the day. So not only is it a student, but it's an actual community member who's volunteering their time to come in and also do the greeting position with the student.
I think it's all of us here that are employed at the school. Basically, it starts when you walk in the door, making them feel welcome by saying hello, can I help you, asking if they want a cup of coffee, just really treating them like you're inviting them into your home. A lot of times people feel threatened by walking into a school, and if you're welcoming and smiley and make them, and greet them when they first walk in, I think it just puts them at ease, and they kind of start to get to know you. You build that rapport, and I think you build kind of a trusting relationship, and then they feel a little more comfortable, and it just kind of perpetuates. The more you do that, the more they come back. Yes, we have staff that work here, but without the community and without the parents, we can't make the improvements that we want to make. We can't go where we want to go. We have lots of dreams and hopes. I think everyone cares very deeply for the kids that go to school here, and without their support, we can't accomplish it.
Resources for parents where we invite them to come and use the internet. If you got to document stuff, paperwork you got to do, come through and use the computer, the telephone, printer, all that. It's accessible to parents at any point if they need to do that. Over time, just the collection of books that we've used. It's nice to have a resource that's just there where somebody can pick it up and look at it. If a parent's in here maybe waiting to meet with somebody, that something that may apply to them. We have a couple parents coming with young kids. They're dropping off their big brother, big sister, and to be able to come through and just kind of play while they're talking with parents, and kid comes and grabs a muffin, comes over here, plops down, and plays with some of the toys. It's nice to be able to do that. And I think for the PTOs as well, there might be a couple kids that sort of need to just hang out a little bit. So I think it makes it really truly parent friendly, that where little kids can come in and they can engage with something for a little while. This is just a mix of different resources and photographs that we have of events that we've done with the kids. We talked about the backpacks. These are free backpacks that we got through a grant that we're just giving away to parents. Suggestion box if people have thoughts about what we're doing or things for the school, things that we can provide in the parent resource room. Some resources that things that are happening, or some of the fundraisers, the Habits of Heart and Mind. We provide coffee and baked goods on Wednesdays. And that's it. And just really trying to create a comfortable place for people to be. I think people come in here, they feel pretty relaxed right away. So
this is our welcome bag, and the PERC committee put this together last year. And what it is, it's just we thought we would put together a bag to give to incoming kindergarten parents or families, as well as new families who come to the school. And we started off by putting some Oak Grove things in here just to kind of have that fresh in people's minds, in their kitchen when they're writing out their list. So we have a little Oak Grove pad. This is one of the things that our principal, Jen, gives out during the Habits of Heart and Mind Ceremony Award. So a ruler. We have a Oak Grove Green Team, which is a student-run recycling and composting program. So here's one of our water bottles. That's how they raised money. So that's in there. Our music teacher runs a intergenerational chorus, and this is one of their CDs. And a lot of the songs on here are songs they sing at All School Sing. So they're all kind of familiar once your child goes here. So that we have our Habits of Heart and Mind bookmarks, listing all the habits of heart and mind. What else is in here? We have a little welcome letter from the PERC committee. We have, talks about our school library and how children can get library cards and the families can get library cards, and our town library. And we have a book. A book goes home in each bag. And for the kindergartners, usually it's a picture book that their parents can read to them, and for the older kids, it's age level books for them. So, and we also had put some things in here for families who are new to the community, with maybe local hikes they can do, or things going on around town to make them feel more welcome in the town.
One of the things, I think our school has changed a lot in the past 10 years. We're changing demographically. Our low socioeconomic population has grown exponentially. Our ESL population has grown exponentially. Our mobility rate has risen. I think a lot of those things are in line with what we're seeing as a country. But I think this process has allowed us to be responsive to those changes. The Welcome Wagon has really helped us to address a need where students are coming in the middle of the year and you kind of feel like you're the new kid or the new family and you need to wait or whatever to get involved. And we're really making efforts to reach out and get parents involved right away. Received a lot of positive feedback from that.
What we have in there is it's a little welcome video that is made by our students, and it basically walks the child through the building, meets the secretary, goes to the nurse's office, sees where the lunchroom is, all that kind of stuff, and visits like a classroom in the gym. We have included in there also one of our calendars for all the events that we hold at Clive. We have a little welcome bracelet that says Clive Elementary, which all of our students got at our open house in the beginning of the year. And then we have these translated in Vietnamese and Spanish, as well as an English version, and it's Mr. Pierce welcoming the student to our school. We have a magnet which has our main office on there and the address, along with our email in case they, or the website in case they want to visit it. And then it also is a Clive pen with the phone number. So what we've done so far is we started on October 1st, and we've gotten 22 students since then, and I am keeping a list of them. And what I do is the secretary contacts me, and then I call a parent from that grade who has a student of the same sex, and then they take their child with, so that the kids can meet and talk to each other, and so that, that if the parent has any questions about the school or anything that they'd want to get involved in, that they feel comfortable talking with another parent if they're afraid to maybe approach a teacher or the principal. Well, I'll admit at first I was kind of nervous because I did the initial visit, and with the first, it was a third grade boy, and I happen to have a third grade girl, but it just worked out that I could do it. And so I brought my daughter, and we were kind of nervous, but then once we got in, I never felt so welcome. Like, he asked me if I was paid by the school, and I explained that I was just a parent, and we just wanted, to have a friendly face that he could look to, his son could look to if he was nervous at school, and if he had any questions to ask my daughter. And then also, just kind of explained what we do at Clive, and that we wanted them to feel welcome. So
it's not uncommon for us to turn over 100 kids out of our 500 kids from September until May. And so we really want the school to be welcoming for that new child and their family that come here. And I think that's really why I enjoy working with this committee, is because we know that if we can be a welcoming school and get those students and those parents connected to the school, that we can just achieve great things.
Down to the clocks on the wall in the different countries, and the menus and the pictures, and really trying to honor our population and helping communicate with them, making them feel welcome, has been an effort that we've been participating in as a school. And this ISPN program and the School Community Council really has taken that on and really put in some good strategies and tools to help families feel welcome and part of our community.
We'd like to welcome you to Clive Elementary School. We're a preschool 6th building. This is the entryway to our building. Some flyers here for families. We're going to be moving these soon. This is our lobby. We find parents sitting here with their children before school. We see people waiting after school for their families. We're going to develop this into our Family Resource Center, where families can find copies of the compact or copies of homework. We think this is a very welcoming area. We have a video monitor of some work that DigiKids do. DigiKids is a committee of children who work after school on Wednesdays, developing slides to demonstrate the things that are going on at Clive. We put it on here so that the families know what's going on at Clive when they come. Last week we had an open house, and we had a slideshow of everything that we've done this school year, including our family night, our ice cream social, our signing of the compacts, and introduction to DigiKids. At Clive School we have 18 different languages spoken, and many even more countries represented. The ESL teachers created this pocket chart that shows the children what they're having to eat every day, rather than just reading the menu where they might not understand. They feel like they're really a part of our community, and they don't have to guess what we're having for lunch.
Wow, with those kinds of welcoming ideas, aren't there schools a place where people really want to be, and that attracts others to want to be a part of it too? Which of those ideas will you implement in your school? In your workbook, we've provided you with some guidelines for creating a welcoming place for parents and a plan for providing training to staff. Now that we're ready to welcome visitors, let's make sure we communicate it.